So I put almost 8 million in the pot for this one. I'm holding 16,000 shares short. So this was my email on Sunday, 4 days ago. I actually entitled it Beyond Help, BYND Help. I talked about Beyond Meat has formed a series of mouth-watering long-term bear price patterns. I would not be surprised to see this price of the stock cut in half from current levels. So I said that on Sunday. For those of you who don't know, Beyond Meat's going to open about $4 or $5 lower today. So obviously came as a complete shock to me. I don't, this thing is just going to get whacked. I also said silver and gold, path of least resistance appears lower. I just got cracked into a pending order in gold. So you can see here's my gold trade at 1781 and got clicked today. I think gold's trading around 1760. So I'm making a few bucks on that trade. And then also short euro yen. What is euro yen doing? It's slightly, it is lower. No, it's nicely lower. So gold is trading at 1760 and making a few dollars there. And so here was my third sell recommendation on Beyond Meat. I've been just gathering positions here. So the pending order was sell short of 112.70. We're, I think, going to open around 107 today. $5, $6 lower than where this order would have got triggered. And then previously I got in at 120, 119.75. And, like I said, today we're looking like it's about 107.30, which is about $3.50 lower than where it closed last night. So it's going to gap lower. So last week, while we were talking, Beyond Meat, had this rally. It, just went from like 111 to 116, had this $3 or $4 rally. And because this news came out that it did some kind of McDonald's announced a plan to test its plant-based with a plan created with Beyond Meat. So they announced a strategic 3-year partnership. On the base of that last week, stock went from about 113 to 116, and right on that video, I said that this is just a bullshit rally, right? So I think this is very important. People say, well, do I trade the news? And this shows how you really cannot trade the news, because this on the surface looks very bullish for the company, forms a, strategic partnership with the biggest, hamburger chain in the world. And how can it not be, a grand opportunity? And then it says plant-based meat creeps its way into McDonald's, becoming a $14 billion opportunity. Now, the market capitalization of Beyond Meat right now is about $7 billion. So this implies that this company would double, right? So you see this come out, you see the stock go higher. How can you not want to jump into that thing? And so this is where understanding price patterns, comes in. And to me, you have to be objective and only look at what price is the news. This is not the news. So what I do is I look how price reacts to news. And right on that day, when prices went to 16, I said, this is bullshit. I started selling into that, and prices dropped like $3, $4 right after that. Hey, Pete, how you doing?
Doing good, man. I just came from a steak dinner.
Oh, okay. All right. So make me jealous right off the bat. So I was just talking, Pete, Beyond Meat is going to open $4 lower today. It's trading at about 107.5. It closed at 110.80. So about $3.50 lower on the opening. And, saying how you really cannot trade the news. People say, do I trade the news? And this is a great example of, you can't just go downstairs, buy a Wall Street Journal, read what's happening, and then, make some buys and sells based on that. The market is a discounting mechanism. The market is the news. The market is ahead of the news. So, this again, this article read that Beyond Meat, reached a 3-year partnership with Mickey D's, the hugest company. And then they said, this is a $14 billion opportunity. I said, Beyond Meat is a $7 billion market cap company. So this implies that, this stock could double based on the development of this. And the stock went up last week. And I said, this is just bullshit. This is going to be a $40 stock. I still believe that. And so I've been selling into it. I actually filled up my account today. I can't even trade anymore. I kind of put limits on myself. How much positions I'm going to, open at any one time. And so here was, all the trades that I've been sending to our elite members. And you can see on August 16, sell it Beyond Meat at 120. August 27, sell more at 119.75. And then over the weekend, I said, sell more at 112.70. So, here are my positions. And so I've kind of filled up my kind of account to the level that, I put a daily limit on what, I'm going to trade for the day. And so I just fucking went all in on this thing. I've got 13,305 shares. I tried to bail out of some on the close last night. And so that's got I put 1.4 million in the middle for this. And, based on the gain right now, that's what I'm showing, based on the opening. We'll see how that goes. So I've got that position. And then in this account, I've got an even bigger position. And so this is, let's blow this up a little bit. So I put almost 8 million in the pot for this one. I'm holding 16,000 shares short. Close at 110.80. It's going to open at 107. So 4 times 16 is 64,000 plus 56,000. So, about $110,000 on the opening. Now, this kind of also answers the question. So somebody asked me, last week, because, this thing has had a habit. It's been the toughest stock to kind of catch. It goes down every day and then it rallies every day. So it's 3 steps forward and 2 back. And somebody said, well, why don't you just, get out like every day? Because I don't know when the big day comes, when this thing's going to roll over and then you can just kiss it goodbye. And so I just want to have a position, like you see, I've built a position. And now when it goes, then I want to take advantage of that. So yeah, I could have got in and out for $2 here and there if I knew that it was going to bounce. And you can see the intraday action. And this is why you really can't trade intraday charts. So you can see same thing yesterday. Went and made a new low, 108.89. And then they just rallied it. And then you can see there was at one point where now it starts, flying up my bum. I mean, I had 30,000 shares. And now I see something like that. And you wonder what the hell's going on? Is there another merger? Is there another, whatever? And so I just stuck to my guns and called BS on that rally too. And so it just shows you that if you kind of try and chase these things, or you can't get out, or you're trying to, get out here, get back there. I mean, it'd be very nice if we could all do that. But what I try and do is find a position that looks like something and then go for a ride with that position. So this is just the last 6 months. I mean, every time frame looks really, really negative. But even if we just hone in on this time frame for Beyond Meat, you can see this head and shoulders right here. And it's a head and shoulders with a drooping neckline because the right shoulder sits below the left. And so this implies that not only when this breaks is this going to go down, but it's going to go down fast. And basically it has. Once it broke that neckline around 135, we're now at 107 and counting. So today it looks like we're going to gap open. And now, like I said, the only resistance left here is 100. And then under that, it's just free fall time. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I've got this position, I got clicked into gold today. Pete, I also showed my email from over the weekend where I had a pending order in gold at 1781 and just got clicked into that. So together with gold and some other trades, I'm making about 70 grand at my FX account here. You can see I had a pending order. And that's the beauty of the pending order. I put this pending order in on Sunday. Today's Thursday. And, I just got clicked in today. I didn't have to watch a 5-minute Bollinger Band crossover, whatever. I just stuck that order in there. And if it never gets hit, it never gets hit. And when it does get hit, it just puts me in. And now I'm automatically into a nice trade. I'm also short some euro yen. And, so anyhow. So together with my FX positions and my stock positions, I'm kind of, not going to trade anything more today. I also learned something about myself. In the past, what would happen is I would make money in one thing and then say, okay, I've got money to spend, and then just go blow it somewhere else. So I kind of have tried to find certain firewalls for my own, kind of demons and ways of behaving or trading. And so I just, my whole thing was to get on this position. Now I want to go for a ride, and let's see what happens here. One thing that I was looking at, tonight that I do like is the old friend QuantumScape. I think it's ready to roll over, and the last couple of days just kind of looks like it's really setting up. The whole thing is a bear long-term downtrend. Thing. You can see all this resistance level here, and you kind of got this head and shoulders looking here. And then you've kind of had this multi-day coil right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in this little trading range, this inside. So to me, this is just building up energy. And so we try and, guess where the energy is going to, exhaust itself. And by virtue of the direction and the patterns, it looks like we're going to go lower. So we have a nice little inside day bar yesterday, and I would just put a pending order to get short under QuantumScape if you can get it. It's kind of an obscure thing. I don't know if every broker offers it on its easy to borrow list. So QuantumScape is, where is this thing? It's going to open slightly lower. So yesterday's low was 2050, and it's going to basically open right there. So I would just go ahead if you can, short it right now. So you can see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So popped out a profit for 118,000 there. So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts. I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.